Atomic Camo. It's the mastery camo within Call of Duty Vanguard, and regardless of what you think about it visually, it is the most prestigious camo to unlock in the game. And a lot of people want this camo not only because of the prestige, but just because it's the mastery camo. So in this video, I'm going to share everything that I've learned while grinding this camo and stuff you should just be doing while grinding this camo to unlock it that much faster. Now, regardless of what your skill level is in Vanguard, if you're a good player, if you're a bad player, if you're a new player, it doesn't really matter, because most of the tips and tricks I have can be used for anyone trying to go for this camo. Now, first thing right off the bat, if you want to unlock the atomic camo, you have to put in the grind and the hours. Now, you don't have to grind the camo like I did and unlock it as early as humanly possible. A lot of people wait till the summer and the months where they have more leisure time to actually unlock these mastery camos. But a good thing to have in mind is your general outline and plan for the grind. This is a tedious grind, just like most other mastery camos in the game. And if you go into this grind with no plan of action, it's going to be hard, and there's going to be a lot of moments where you get demotivated to actually unlock the camo because you don't really know what to expect next. So you have to plan your grind accordingly. And for me, I always try to get the hardest weapons out of the way. Reason being is I don't want to have to unlock launchers as my last category I have to get diamond on, because that's going to be no fun just sitting there for a couple days straight only using launchers. So try to get the stuff that is the most difficult towards you out of the way first. Now, the weapon categories that I recommend you jump on as soon as possible is the launchers, the melees, and the snipers, just because they're the weapon classes that will most likely bring you the most difficulty, especially launchers. Now, a good thing to do with launchers, and if you haven't figured this out by now, I don't know what to say, you should always have them as your secondaries. Reason being, let's just say a UAV is called in above. You can then pull out your launcher while working on your primary and shoot down that UAV, get progression towards your launcher, get kills towards your launchers, all that fun stuff while you're working on your primaries at the same time. When I was doing launchers, I got my launchers diamond before snipers, and snipers were the first thing that I tried to get diamond on the second the game launched. Before I even finished 2 gold snipers, I had 2.5 launchers already gold, which just goes to show that if you get the hard stuff out of the way first, you don't have to worry about it later. And trust me, it's just making life so much easier. For the rest of the camos, it really just depends to your play style and what you excel at with the game. For me personally, from unlocking things first to last, the rest of the categories went as marksman rifles, shotguns, pistols, LMGs, assault rifles, and then the last category I did before unlocking the atomic was submachine guns. Even just having a simple outline like this can make the grind so much easier. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to unlock the camo, but trust me, it's just a quality of life thing that you will want for this grind. Another thing is you're going to want to maximize your double weapon XP. This is just a no-brainer with current Call of Duty metas for camo grinding. You have to get every single weapon in the game max level to unlock all the camo challenges and get gold for every single weapon. What does that look like in Vanguard though? Well, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see double weapon XP weekends as frequent as we saw in the months of December and early January, but that's just where you can use your double weapon XP tokens that you get from the battle pass. I tend to save up all my double weapon XPs and only use them for new weapons and grinding camos. I don't just use double weapon XPs to level up a weapon. Some people might do that to level up their weapon to use them as a meta weapon in Warzone. It really just depends on the player, but you want to maximize your efficiency with double weapon XP. So if there's a weekend where it's double weapon XP, maybe you grind on that weekend and then don't really focus on the grind during the week or during non-double weapon XP weekends, but you just want to take advantage of it, because I promise you in Vanguard, double weapon XP makes a world of difference leveling up your weapons. If for some case there's a double weapon XP event in Warzone and there's not one in Vanguard, take your Vanguard weapons into Plunder or into Rebirth Resurgence and just level up your weapons there. Double weapon XP for some reason on Warzone goes crazy and you can get your weapon to max level within an hour. I was doing it with Modern Warfare weapons, I did it with Cold War weapons, and I'm assuming you can do it with Vanguard weapons as well. Also, for double weapon XP tokens, I highly recommend you use them in between weapon levels 30 and 50 for your primary weapons. Reason being, at the beginning of the camo grind for a weapon and at the end of the camo grind for a weapon, you unlock the camo categories and complete them pretty fast. But for me, every time I would get to a weapon level 30 and trying to level up my weapon just to get those attachment camos unlocked, there was just this lag in progression, and it seemed like I finished all my camo challenges that I previously had unlocked, and I just had to use the weapon over and over again without doing any progress towards camos just to level it up to be able to do more camo challenges for it. I think this is because all of the early camo challenges are so easy that by the time you get to your long shots and point blank kills, you're already through the first half of your weapon progression, and the long shots and close range kills you can do in about 5 weapon levels combined. So it'll take you 2-3 games to complete both camo challenges, and then you'll have 10-15 levels to go until you get to level 50 and you get that next camo challenge unlocked. So it can be kind of annoying when you're not getting any progression and you just have to level up the gun. This is when I would recommend using your double weapon XP tokens, is when you get in this lag area of the camo grind. It'll just help you out, it'll speed you through it, and you'll be getting camo challenges completed a lot faster. Also, every time you complete a camo challenge, that XP not only goes to your player level XP, but for your weapon XP as well. So the more camo challenges you complete, the faster you level up your gun because you're getting more XP overall. You're also going to want to maximize efficiency. I cover this every year during the camo grind, but it just makes sense. And what I mean by maximize efficiency is complete as many camo challenges at a single time as possible. The example I always go to is, let's say you have a couple camo challenges unlocked: crouching kills, hipfire kills, and headshot kills. Instead of just focusing on getting your crouch kills or just focusing on getting your headshots, try to combine them. It just knocks 2-3 birds with one stone. If you can get a kill while crouching, that's a hipfire and a headshot. That's just going to speed you through the camo grinding process. And for newer players in the game, and I don't mean to send any hate or like seem like I'm sending shots your way, but newer players and people that aren't as skilled at the game may find this difficult because they're focusing on just trying to improve the game, improve their accuracy, so on and so forth. So maybe crouching, getting hipfire kills and headshots might not be the most realistic thing for them, but maximize your efficiency as much as you can based off of your skill level. For someone like me who's been playing COD for literally over a decade, it's almost 2 decades now since I've been playing COD, it just makes sense for me to maximize efficiency, but it may not be an obvious thing for a lot of players. And of course, DLC weapons can replace base game weapons in this game. So for example, you only need to get 5 LMGs gold to get diamond camo. So what happens when they add the well gun, a 6 LMG? Well, as long as you get 5 LMGs, it's simple math, you'll get that diamond camo. So let's say you skip out on getting the MP40 gold for whatever reason. If you already have diamond SMGs and you want to get diamond on the MP40, you have to get that MP40 gold in order to get that diamond camo on the MP40. Same thing with the atomic camo. Let's say you skipped out on the STG44, and if you want to get the STG44 atomic camo, you have to get it gold. And it's the same with every single weapon category in the game. I doubt we will ever see a DLC launcher. If we do, you could probably replace the Panzerfaust. Also, now that we're at this stage of the game, there is no longer any camo glitches in the game. The Panzerfaust has been updated to track long shots from splash damage, as well as it shoots down UAVs and counter UAVs a lot easier than it once did. You can now one-shot them and complete those last 2 camo challenges way faster than when they originally fixed the update. So a lot of people have started the atomic camo grind and got turned away from it, mainly because of the camo glitches and bugs that the game have been having. But honestly, at this point of the game and at this current state that I'm making this video in, the camo challenges worked perfectly and everything has been finally polished and smoothed out. So before Atomic, try to do as much of these things as possible. It will help you unlock the Atomic camo faster, and it will make the grind more bearable overall. So just to recap, have a plan, understand what you're going into with the camo grind. Try to schedule your camo grind, and I don't mean like, okay, at Monday at 10 a.m. I have to be grinding the camo. Just kind of give a time frame for yourself. So for those people that are slowly unlocking the Atomic camo throughout the entire game's life cycle, that's your schedule. You have the entire game's life cycle to unlock the camo. If you want to unlock the camo in the summer, then you know come summer, you're going to be focusing on grinding the camo. And that just makes sense. If you want to grind the camo, you have to focus on the grind, because if you're not focusing on the grind, and I don't mean like you have to be wired into the matrix, but if you're trying to get the Atomic camo and you're using weapons you already have gold, that's not progressing you any further. So you just gotta stay focused and buckle down. It is a tedious grind, and I'll leave it up to you guys if it's a grind that's worth it or not. Hopefully this will help you with the Atomic camo grind. Best of luck, gamers. And if I missed something, let me know in the comment section down below. Help out your fellow grinders. And with that being said, I'm about to head out. Use code WILD for 10% off gamersubs.gg. Help supports me and help supports the channel. And you guys get a really good product out at the end of the day as well. And with that being said, see you guys in the next one. Peace.